For thousands of years, colossal stones have stood silently across the world, shaping landscapes, cultures, and mysteries that continue to puzzle us today. These massive constructions, often weighing hundreds or even thousands of tons, were raised long before the invention of modern machines. They are known as megaliths, derived from the Greek words mega, meaning great, and lithos, meaning stone. Megaliths appear across nearly every continent, built by ancient peoples who supposedly had no contact with each other. From the wind-swept plains of England, where Stonehenge rises, to the jungles of Cambodia, the mountains of Peru, and the deserts of Egypt, humanity's ancient past is marked by these massive stone creations. What makes them even more fascinating is that they often appear in cultures long before the advent of advanced technology, writing, or organized states. The question that has persisted for centuries is simple yet profound. Who built them, and how? The most famous example of megalithic construction is Stonehenge, located in southern England, built roughly 5,000 years ago. It consists of huge sandstone blocks, known as sarcens, each weighing up to 25 tons, arranged in a near-perfect circle. What deepens the mystery is the presence of smaller bluestones that were sourced from quarries in the Preseli Hills of Wales, nearly 150 miles away. The feat of transporting these stones without wheels, iron tools, or draft animals seems almost inconceivable. The purpose of Stonehenge is equally mysterious. Some believe it was an astronomical observatory, aligned with the solstices, and others think it served as a sacred healing site or a burial ground for elite figures. While its exact purpose remains unknown, the sophistication of its design leaves no doubt that its builders possessed extraordinarily knowledge of engineering in the heavens. Far from England, in the town of Baalbek, in modern-day Lebanon, stands another puzzle of immense proportions. The site, later used by the Romans to construct the Grand Temple of Jupiter, rests on an even older foundation made of megaliths of extraordinary size, known as the Trilithon. These stones each weigh more than 1,000 tons. Nearby lies the stone of the pregnant woman, which weighs around 1,200 tons, and an even larger unfinished block, weighing close to 1,650 tons, the largest known quarried stone in history. Moving such blocks today would require some of the world's largest cranes, and yet, thousands of years ago, they were cut, moved, and fitted with remarkable precision. The scale and engineering of Baalbek have led many to wonder whether the Romans built on top of an older, unknown civilization's foundations. High in the Andes Mountains of Bolivia lies Puma Punku, a site that looks as though it was crafted with advanced tools. The stone blocks here are made of andesite, a hard volcanic rock cut into geometric shapes with precise right angles and interlocking joints, some featuring holes that appear to have been drilled. The craftsmanship resembles machine work, yet it dates back over 1,000 years. The local legends claim that the site was built overnight by gods, while mainstream archaeology attributes the work to the Tiwanaku culture. Questions remain about how such precision could have been achieved with the rudimentary tools supposedly available. Puma Punku continues to be a striking example of how ancient builders might have used technologies that we no longer understand. In the middle of the Pacific Ocean, on Easter Island, another megalithic mystery rises. The island is home to nearly 900 moai statues, towering figures with solemn faces, some standing more than 30 feet tall and weighing over 80 tons. The Rapa Nui people who carved and moved these statues had no draft animals or wheels, and yet they managed to transport them from quarries to distant parts of the island. One theory suggests that the statues were rocked side to side with ropes, effectively walking them into place. Beyond their construction, the moai carried profound cultural meaning, representing deified ancestors who were believed to watch over and protect the island. However, the immense labor required to create and move the statues may have contributed to the ecological collapse of Rapa Nui society, making Easter Island not just a place of wonder but also a cautionary tale about the balance between cultural ambition and environmental sustainability. In southeastern Turkey lies Göbekli Tepe, one of the most astonishing discoveries in archaeology, dated to around 12,000 years ago. It predates Stonehenge by some 6,000 years and is considered the world's oldest known temple. The site consists of massive T-shaped pillars, some weighing 20 tons, arranged in circles and decorated with carvings of animals and symbols. The mystery of Göbekli Tepe lies not just in its age, but in who built it. According to conventional history, humanity at that time was still composed of nomadic hunters, not yet organized into agricultural societies capable of such large-scale construction. Its existence challenges the established timeline of civilization, raising questions about whether an unknown or forgotten culture possessed knowledge and organizational ability far earlier than believed. The common thread connecting these megaliths is their technological enigma. How were stones weighing hundreds or even thousands of tons moved across great distances? How were hard rocks like granite and andesite carved with precision that rivals modern tools? And why are so many of these sites aligned with celestial bodies, from solstices to equinoxes, as though their builders had advanced knowledge of astronomy? Mainstream theories suggest the use of ropes, wooden sledges, rolling logs, levers, and sheer human manpower. Water flotation methods and ramp systems are also proposed, though evidence remains scarce. Yet, there are alternative theories that are far more controversial. Some suggest the use of lost technologies, such as sound levitation or advanced stone softening techniques. Others speculate that extraterrestrial beings might have provided assistance, an idea that remains outside mainstream science but continues to captivate the imagination. Beyond the question of how lies the question of why. Megaliths were not built without purpose. They served as temples, tombs, observatories, and symbols of power. They connected humans with the cosmos, the divine, and with each other. Stonehenge may have been a calendar of the heavens. Göbekli Tepe, a sacred gathering place. Easter Island, moai, a connection to ancestors, and Baalbek, a gateway to gods. Their builders invested immense labor and resources not just to create structures, but to establish enduring monuments to their beliefs and values. Megaliths are not confined to a few famous sites. Across the globe, evidence of megalithic culture can be found. In India, dolmens and stone circles, the landscape. In Ireland, the passage tomb at Newgrange aligns perfectly with the winter solstice sunrise. In Japan, the underwater structures of Yonaguni hint at a possible sunken megalithic city. In Mexico, the Olmec civilization carved colossal stone heads, each weighing several tons, centuries before the rise of the Maya or Aztec. This global phenomenon raises a profound question. Were these creations the result of independent cultural evolution, or do they point to a deeper, shared origin of knowledge? The possibility of a lost civilization, one that transmitted architectural and astronomical expertise across the world before vanishing into history, continues to intrigue, while mainstream archaeology remains cautious about such theories. The sheer similarities between distant megalithic sites, from their scale to their celestial alignments, suggest that ancient humans might have been far more interconnected than we assume. In the end, the riddle of the megaliths is not only about the stones themselves, but about us. They stand as reminders of the ingenuity, resilience, and imagination of our ancestors. They are also a challenge to our assumptions about human history, urging us to keep questioning, to keep exploring, and to accept that much of the past remains shrouded in mystery. Who built the megaliths? The answer remains elusive. Some say farmers, others say priests or kings, and some even claim gods or giants. What is certain is that the megaliths continue to inspire AOD, inviting us to look at the world with curiosity and wonder. Perhaps the real legacy of these ancient stones is not just in their weight or design, but in their ability to connect generations across thousands of years, each asking the same question, each marveling at the same mystery. As long as the megaliths endure, so too will the riddle they represent, timeless, silent, and eternal, carved into the very fabric of human history.